Cancer.
Hi Cancer, this is your forecast for April 2015, and this is a month for you where you're going to be focusing especially on your career. And I know for so many of you, this is what you've been reaching for, trying to perfect, trying to move ahead, and trying to embrace new concepts. And so this month is the month that you really want to pay attention. Put yourself out there if you're looking for change. What can come to help you also is that you have the new moon this month in this area for you of the 10th house and career, which will take place here on the 18th. And it will occur at 28 degrees there in Aries. Now, Aries, that energy is all about the entrepreneur, the initiator, the one that pursues, right? So it's asking you to pursue so that you can obtain these higher qualities of what you're looking for in your job site. And also we have the Sun, Mercury, and Uranus. And Uranus has been working on shifting. For some of you, that's been really, really great. For others, it's created some of this uneasy energy, not really knowing whether you're coming or going yet, right? But in the long run, you'll see how all of this is going to fall into place for each and every one of you, and the way it's meant to be. You know, the universe is unfolding exactly as it should. But having the sun there, Cancer, that's the essence of you now in the highlight spot, center stage of your career. Mercury communication, meaning that you will be able to speak up for yourself and voice what it is you actually now want. This is a great time for you to speak to your supervisor, your boss, or reach out for a new job, have a job interview, that kind of thing. With having the new moon there, well, you know, new moon as always is where the time of the month that we want to put down our intentions. For you, it would be about this. And do remember to write out your abundance check to yourself. And if you don't know how to do that quite yet, well, in the newsletter, I am posting how to write an abundance check for yourself, how you can attract more abundance from the universe by doing so. We have Venus and Mars here in the 11th house for social activity. You spending more time now with your friends. Also, you out there chasing your hopes and dreams, which this area is all about. And also meeting up with new people that can really come to be friends, you know, in the long run, new associates and so forth. Venus is love and it's romance. For those of you now who are attached, you might feel that this month is a great time for the two of you to do things together out there. For those who are single, well, this is a great month, Cancer, to get out there and don't sit at home, because you're going to be mingling. And in that crowd, you might just find the right Mrs. or Mr. Right for you. Venus here in Taurus, well, it rules Taurus. So it's got an extra dimension with it where you will be radiating more of that Taurian self-confidence, where Venus will shine through with its beauty. And Mars here being really headstrong. Think about the Taurian people, that they always know what they want and they will go after it. Well, you've just completed having Mars in Aries here in March. And so, and that too is a go-getter energy. But now coming into Taurus, it wants to secure it. So you might have been chasing something in Mars, but now in April, it wants to secure what it was chasing. Good for you. Great time. You will enjoy this month very, very much so, Cancer. Trust me. More good news here is that Jupiter is going to be turning direct on April 8th. And for you, that's in your income sector, the 2nd house. And so it's been retrograde last 4 or 5 months. That doesn't mean it's dried up your finances, but it's taken a time to kind of review and tweak. Perhaps many of you have come up with some new thoughts, new ideas that you can generate more money from, this would be the time from now and onwards to actually try to initiate it, give it some roots now and nurture it, and just see how Jupiter now is going to be very generous with you as it moves forward between now and end of summer. We have the full moon here on April 4th, and what makes it different this month, we have a full total lunar eclipse. Now, we had a total solar eclipse there on March 20th, and for you here, this is going to show up in your 4th house, and so home and family is coming to the forefront. With new beginnings. That's what eclipses gives us, new beginnings. But in order to get to the new, something might just now shut down, or you might be finalizing a cycle or something that you've been working on, so that you can now open up for the new. And you'll see family members as well around you being influenced by this through your chart. This full moon is 14 degrees in Libra, and Libra is all about balance. It's all about harmony. It's you right now that this eclipse wants to give you this balance that you so have been searching, yearning, and longing for. And so for that reason, we like when eclipses come around, even though it might, shut something out of our life, but the universe will never take from you something that's still important to you, that you need to work with. But evolution happens with new starts and new beginnings, and so in order to get there, we got to get out of the old room, don't we, in order to come into the new room? So take a leap of faith, be open, childlike, because in that is when we can really, which I say, embrace the most and get the most out of it. Saturn here is in Sagittarius, your 6th house, so some of you are really working really hard now on structuring that day-to-day life. It looks like you're doing good in that matter. This is you now securing, toning up your muscles, working out a little bit. Also, I'd like to say how you're working with your coworkers. Okay, there might be new levels of responsibility perhaps coming up, needing to be shared between the two of you, or a lot of you in that sense. But I feel that you're growing now with levels of new responsibility that you're taking on, and good for you. This is good. We're going to start off top of the month. I am including that calendar back into the videos. So I've heard you. Some of you really love to have it on a separate video. I'll still do that for those of you, but I will re-include it for those of you who still love to have it on this video. So April 2nd, what we have here for you, Cancer, we got Mercury and Saturn trine. That is a perfect golden ray between your communication and how it is Saturn wants to secure something for you. And on the same day, we have the Sun and Jupiter also in a trine. So this should be the day where you can negotiate, express, bring forward what it is you think and believe, what it is you foresee yourself in the future that you want to obtain. And when you do, I feel already before the end of that first week, you might just get some good response. So, for example, if you're looking for a job and having an interview, this would be the time to have it, because your 10th house for career is all lit up, and you're presenting yourself in the absolutely most fabulous way here. And already here, after that total lunar eclipse on the 4th, we head into the 6th, where Mercury and Jupiter now will be communicating. That should be good news coming your direction. So whatever you discussed on the 2nd, the 6th should be bringing you already something that can be a game changer or a life changer. Because on the same day we have the Sun, which is you, and Uranus, they're conjunct, so they're doing the dance there. And it might just be like the key in the lock that's going to open up through the news that you're going to be receiving here on the 6th. A little bit of challenge on the 7th because Mercury is going to be squaring both on Pluto and Uranus. So that might be you now thinking how you're going to proceed, what choices you need to make, and you know, the news that you got was good, but maybe it's now turning a page, and okay, so there's a little mental stress, but that comes, and it's going to move away in a day or two. It might just be all this news coming in here all at once for you. The 8th, though, we have Jupiter turning direct. And for you, Jupiter is in that 2nd house of income. So you might see now how slowly but surely things are going to start improving, picking up speed, expanding this area, and where you can receive the benefits from this abundant Jupiter. Venus will change signs on the 11th, moving out of Taurus and into the sign of Gemini. So in that, Gemini is your 12th house, okay? That's your inner self. So now when Venus has been so ultra social and busy here throughout February and March, you might just feel now that you need a little bit more me time, and which is good because that's when we charge up our batteries and so forth. So this is what you're wanting to do throughout the rest of this month before Venus is going to move into Cancer, which is your sign. And that will just start you up on a new entire year cycle. How Venus now is going to be moving through your whole chart. So before you start that, we want to have that little pause, that little break where you can feel that you can have a little space for yourself. Mars on the 12th is connecting with Neptune, so we have your drive, your ambition, your hopes and dreams up there, these two coming together. It's more you now really feeling that you are in charge, you have more control, you have more direction in achieving these dreams and goals. So this is fantastic. On the 14th, we have Mercury, your way of thinking and speaking. Your communication is moving into Taurus, out of the area of career, and now mingling out into the groups and organizations and the social life and social networks. So you're going to be that much more chatty with these people here after the 14th. Pluto, excuse me. Pluto turns retrograde on the 16th. Pluto for you is in your 7th house of relationships. So it's giving you a break for most of you these last 4 to 5 months where it hasn't really been pushing forward. It feels like some issues that you've been working through or working with, trying to transform between you and your partner, has now laid still. It's had time to kind of retweak itself and figuring out where you're going and how you dynamically together are changing, transforming your relationship. That's going to start picking up speed here now after the 16th. Pluto turns retrograde on the 16th. So for those of you who have been undergoing a lot of transformative energy between you and your partner, where it's been really ongoing here for the last X amount of months, it will now take a little break and you'll feel it. So it's going to give you some time to reassess how much you have developed in this relationship, and where it's going to give you a little time to kind of tweak it, to figure out what is it you want, what is it he wants, or what is it she wants. And so you're not going to really have that same kind of dynamic pushing forward as you have had. It's going to loosen things up just a little bit so you can have more of a breather. And I think for many of you Cancerians, that is going to be a welcomed change for you right now. because one thing is to have Pluto in this area of the 7th house, but you know, we've had this square going on here to Uranus too, so it's been kind of like a bumpy road here, right? So you'll feel that it's going to be a little softer, a little smoother, a little calmer, and so this is good. It's going to give you time to kind of breathe and then find your own roots of security. And that is important though, Cancerian, because you have Capricorn on the cusp of your 7th house. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. That's more your empowerment. And in relationships, sometimes we too easily give away our power to that partner and kind of lose ourselves as we go on. This is going to be a time for you to focus on what is it you want? You know, what is important for you? Think Saturn. It's grounding, it's security, it's foundation, those things that are important to you. So it's going to help you, bring you closer to the essence of your needs, so that when Pluto in 4 or 5 months time moves forward again, you'll be more ready and prepared to then announce what it is that you have come to in your own conclusions and in the essence of self. So this is good. After the 16th, it will calm down a little bit. Now on the 17th though, we do have Mars and Jupiter squaring off on each other. So this could be a day where you might feel that there's something that you need to make up your mind about and make some choices. Now Mars is a little antsy always. It just always wants to move ahead, and here comes Jupiter and saying, are you sure? Is this what you want? Right? Don't be too hasty. Sometimes when we take hasty actions, we might come to regret it later on. So make sure. Jupiter here is asking you what is real for you, what is honest for you, what is justice for the overall aspect in the question at hand, which may be different from, you know, for all of you. But here it's between the area of your 2nd house and the 11th house. So it might have to do with money-related matters between you and some group or an organization, or where you want to put your money. Should I invest here with this group or that group? If you're in doubt, always remember that. Whenever in doubt, don't act. That doubt is there for a reason. Not all information is quite clear quite yet. So just sit tight a little bit if you can. The 18th, that new moon in your 10th house is showing up, 28 degrees in Aries, as I mentioned. And the 19th, we might have something of what I'd call maybe a little hiccup here with Venus and Neptune. Venus is love and romance. It's also money. Neptune is what we hope and dream for in the ideal, but they're not really blending on this day. So there might be, you know, where we can expect a little disappointment or unfulfilled expectations perhaps, but it's a quick moving transit. It's only this day, so whatever happens on this day, don't let it linger or fester. It's like recognize it, then let go, let God, get on with it. And so here we have Mars now trending up to Pluto on the 21st. Now this is great. This is your goals. It's your physical action, your inner dynamic energy. Training up with Pluto that wants to transform. This is where you can actually come to achieve a whole lot on this day. This is between you here in the 11th house and Pluto in the 7th house. So I'm feeling you and your partner together can come to some kind of conclusion, work really well on turning a situation around, especially there on the 22nd as Mercury comes in to the group. Mercury communicates, and so whatever you're communicating now with your significant other, or if this is a partner upon whom you work with, well, that is now also conjuncting your Mars. So you're speaking very clearly, very directed, and trying to turn a situation around to renew it. So great, great days to accomplish those things that can feel very daunting at other times. So, but 26th, Venus, love and romance. For you single Cancerians, can't forget you guys out there either. This might be a day where somebody could pop up, where you might come across somebody new. It's a day where there is excitement. For those of you who are in a relationship, well, there's excitement there too, between the two of you. There might be some money news coming in on this day as well. And that kind of brings us to a conclusion of what you can expect here now in April. Remember to listen to your moon and your rising sign, Cancer, and that of your partner's chart, just to see what's going on with him and her too. And I'll see you next month. Bye now.